This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast. It is Tuesday, October the 25th. A day before Mayor Neil Ellis delivers the State of the City address to the Belleville Chamber of Commerce Jingle Mingle Breakfast.
I honestly...
I'm not done yet.
Sorry, go ahead.
Brought to you by 95.5 Hits FM. Now go ahead.
Okay. I honestly did not believe you that the State of the City address was an actual thing. I do feel a little ridiculous, but at the same time, not, because the State of the City address is a ridiculous name.
It is a State of the City address.
And I don't mean any disrespect to the mayor or the city or the chamber, but it's
I know what you're thinking.
It's a little over the top, is it not?
No, what you're thinking is, Mark, that sounds like something you would make up. Well, and there's
that too. And that's why I didn't believe you at first, because in your mind, I could... yes, that makes sense that you would call that.
Yeah,
because
so it's nobody
Mark
else
makes
calls
names up for everything.
The Jingle Mingle.
Exactly. The Jingle Mingle comes to mind. You are very creative, and I applaud you for that. It's one of the things I really admire. So for you to come out with that, of course Mark would call it the State of the City address. Of course. Not believing at first that that's exactly what it was called.
And
I even said, if I Google it, is that what it's going to come up as? Because you didn't really give me a straight answer either when I called you on it.
Because that's going to be really embarrassing when you look it up.
Yep, there it is. I Googled State of the City address for Belleville. The Chamber has appreciated the connections with the City of Belleville. Look forward to the annual State of the City address from the 77th Mayor of Belleville, Neil Ellis, which is kind of cool that he's the 77th Mayor. But that's what it's called, and it's coming up tomorrow with the Chamber of Commerce. So
74 and
kind
77.
of a big deal.
Yeah. It is. So anyway, we woke him up this morning, wanted to know what's happening tomorrow morning. Hello.
Good morning, Mayor.
Hey, good morning. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Things are well.
Are they?
That's good. That's what we like to hear.
State of the City address with the Belleville Chamber of Commerce is going on tomorrow, and Charity and I want to start with the hard-hitting journalism question. Ready? What do you put on your plate when you know you got to talk?
Well, I think a little bit of bacon and a little bit of eggs.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Bacon and eggs. Do you
Are you going to come and take broadcast live?
Here's the deal. If you're there doing that, who's running the city out here? We have to stay here.
Oh, that's the plan, then. That's good.
That's the plan. Of course, Chamber of Commerce is the heart and soul of the business community. What news are you going to bring them tomorrow?
Well, a little bit of news, a little bit of that. Announcement basically on how the city's future is looking, and just to talk a little bit about the budget.
Okay. Well, now that you've been back in the mayor's office a few months, can I ask what it's been like coming back this time around?
It's good to be back. Actually, it's great. I've got Mr. Thompson still with me as a counselor, a great new council that are working well together, and some really good staff.
Mayor Neil Ellis joins us, the State of the City address tomorrow with the Belleville Chamber of Commerce. Things like pop-ups are new in the economy. Not sure if they were around when you were mayor number 74, but now that you're mayor number 77, what other sectors of the society, of the business community, do you think are enhancing us as we move forward?
Well, lots of industrial park. We obviously there's a new one being built up there, and hopefully some news is going to come out of that, maybe at the breakfast. And lots of retail commercial going, and we've been opening a lot of stores downtown and all around. So the business sector is booming, and I expect really good things here for the spring.
What do you find, or what are you hoping for tomorrow, Mayor Ellis? Like, what are you looking forward to by having the State of Address?
Well, a big crowd, and hopefully they all applaud will be the first thing. I hear there's over 160 people coming, which is great to hear the state of the city, and hopefully we're going to have an announcement there also.
Oh, okay.
And finally, before we let you go, then, as we move into tourist season this summer, any initiatives we should be aware of as we move into the hotter weather?
Well, lots of festivals this year. We're doing partnership with the Chamber, and I think it's about 6 festivals. Caribbean Festival and Diwali were big hit last year, and are even going to be bigger and better this year.
Thank you, Mayor Neil Ellis. On
really
the
just
show.
bacon and eggs.
Bacon and eggs.
I'm surprised, honestly, he's eating anything. Because I don't know about you, when I have to get up in front of people,
Yep.
or you're going to do something, I try to avoid food until afterwards.
Especially fatty foods. I don't know. It just sits like a rock.
So it's like a rock, and I'm always afraid something's going to get stuck in my teeth, or it'll dry my mouth out. You start to get like that spitty sound, and
I don't know. Maybe
don't like
when
that.
you're the mayor,
well, when you're the mayor, it doesn't matter, and it's not like he hasn't done this before, so it's probably old hat to him by now too.
Do you think he has people that get his plate for him? Or do you think he gets up, gets his own plate?
Mayor Neil Ellis, no.
Yeah,
No.
he'd get up and get his own
He
plate.
would get his own.
Totally. Mayor of the people.
And he would go for seconds
Right. And when I'm up there,
if he wanted them.
Charity, can I get you a pastry? That's
Absolutely.
what he'd say. He would.
He would, yes. He is
He
that
would
kind of person.
totally do that.
I could see him doing that, absolutely.
Brought to you by 95.5 Hits FM.
Yeah.
The mayor's State of the City address
Well,
tomorrow.
and I asked you too, because this is always a chamber breakfast, because they have one every month,
Yep.
as I learned,
Except in the summer.
except
Yep.
in the summer. I wondered if it was open to the public, because tomorrow is the State of the City address, but
Right.
they have special guests
Yep.
or they have speakers every month. So if someone was coming that kind of piqued my interest,
Right.
I'm not a business owner, I'm not a chamber member, could I still go? And it is open to the public.
Right.
So there's a price for members and non-members. If
Yeah,
anybody
because
else
you
is
get-
wondering that.
you're
Because
getting
I was
breakfast.
curious about that.
Yeah.
If you have to be a member to go. But you can go as a non-member, you just have to pay more.
For the most part, and this is not exclusive, but for the most part, the guest speakers tend to be local business people
Yes.
or regional business people. But occasionally you'll get somebody who's coming through the Quinte region. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, they're going to be stopping in and doing a nice job.
Well, even
or
our local,
newsmakers or-
exactly, our local politicians.
Right.
If Todd or Ryan are speaking.
Yeah.
Or the mayor,
Yeah.
or someone else comes, as you just said, passes through town. It's kind of neat to just get their perspective on things too.
If there
Hear
was,
what they have to
yeah.
say.
Well, a business person out of Toronto is making news, and they stop by and things like that. So it's
Yeah.
great. It's wonderful. And you're back to work for 9:00, 9:15. You're in. They open the doors at 7. You're having a coffee. You're jingle mingling. Then 7:30 at breakfast, and then I think the mayor speaks from like 8 till 8:30. And every once in a while, there's some questions afterwards.
But for the most part, they're just up there to greet everybody and,
Yep.
and share their thoughts about, in the mayor's case, what's coming up and how things are going.
Yeah.
But this breakfast too looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it really does. The whole promotion for it, we'll say, the poster for it, yes, says join us and enjoy a full breakfast. And ending it there would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast buffet. Come and enjoy breakfast with us too. But no, it goes into detail. So he was joking about bacon and eggs. No, there will be bacon and eggs, along with ham and sausage, pancakes, assorted danishes, croissants, fruit, yogurt, granola, and orange juice. Yeah.
Could you imagine if we had a
would go for
breakfast
the
bar here? Oh my
breakfast.
gosh.
It
And I
would be
would go
so
up
nice.
twice,
The powers that be, if you're listening.
right? Breakfast bar.
A breakfast bar would be.
That would be
Pretty
sweet. Like I don't want like an omelet station. Just
Oh, omelets would be nice. Maybe an omelet day. If we had one day a week, maybe.
Don't need egg.
Someone came in and, well, I do, came in and did omelets. Maybe
Once
one day.
a week?
No,
That's a
once a
lot.
month.
Oh, okay.
I said once a month. We had
Oh,
like an
okay.
omelet day. Otherwise, you know what? Maybe cereal, maybe
Yeah.
like easy stuff, of course.
Right.
Like bacon. Bacon's not easy, but we have a meat day once a week. Would that make you
Oh, yeah.
happy?
once a month or once a week.
I said once a week.
Oh yeah, like
See,
every day.
okay. Well, then if you're
Yeah.
getting bacon once a week, I want eggs once a week at least.
Do you know what I bought for my week's vacation next week?
What did you buy?
Pea meal bacon. Because for breakfast, I'm going to
Yes.
make myself grilled cheese and pea meal bacon sandwiches.
Like, do you put the bacon
breakfast.
on the sandwich, or do you eat it separately with the sandwich?
No, on the sandwich. So I fry it up,
Nice.
and then I put it in a toasted or a grilled cheese sandwich, and I will go sit on my back deck and I will listen to your show, the midday show, because I'm not getting up before 9. So I will catch your midday show and say, "Good morning,
Now
Charity."
the pressure's on. Shit.
On the back deck. Good morning as I eat and then by Thursday I'm like,
I'll
I'm
be thinking of you.
bored. I want to go back to work.
By about 10 o'clock, I'll be like, oh, I wonder if he's sitting on his deck eating his grilled cheese yet.
And the thing is, I'm going to keep a list of all the stuff I want to talk about, and I'm going to come back with reams of paper of things I want to talk
And
about.
then it's like a week off for me because I can sit back and do what I always do and just drink my coffee.
And your head hurts from rolling your eyes, going,
No.
I can't believe he thought of that alligator joke again.
So thank you to the mayor for coming by.
Thank you very much for that.
And I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
It's not the first time, and it will not be the last.
Probably won't be the last, no.
But I do
I do
owe you an enormous round of applause and a big thank you for convincing me tonight to go to the Toronto Blue Jays game.
Oh, my God, yes. And you know what? I thought about it all weekend, and I felt kind of bad because I really got on your case Friday, and I know you did. I felt like I overstepped.
Well, my daughter texted me.
I apologize.
My daughter texted me and said, boy, Charity's really giving you the gears on the podcast about the baseball game. And I said, well, you're going with friends. And I thought, she says, no, you really should go. So she also talked me into it.
I know, but I kind of thought of your wife. And I thought, you know what? It's not my place to say anything. And it's not, I should not be pressuring you to go do something that, yes, may cause an argument, or there might be another reason why you can't go, or a reason why you don't want to go. You might have just been playing it up, and I totally put you on the spot, and I felt bad about that.
Anyway, Andrew and I are going again tonight.
Which I'm glad. And yes, I'm so happy you're going, because you should go.
And the reason is because Joey Chestnut is going to be there, who is the Nathan's Hot Dog 4th of July hot dog eating champion. 14 times in the last 15 years, he's won it, upwards of anywhere from 65 to his record 74, I believe, 72 hot dogs in 10 minutes. The man can eat. Of Nathan's hot dogs, and Nathan's loony hot dog night is Tuesday night at home games for the Jays, of which, when you think about it, in the summer there may only be 8 or 9.
Mm-hmm. It's not every week.
Right, because sometimes we're on the road. Yeah. So there might be 1 or 2 a month that have one of these, and it's so we got the $20 tickets, but you don't even get a seat anymore. It's a new thing with the Jays where they have 5 standing areas.
In some areas, you can still get a seat.
Is there a seat there?
No, but you can still get seats in the arena.
Oh, you can.
In the stadium.
We didn't buy them, though.
You got
right.
Are standing.
Because Steph said, I want to be in one of their new standing lounges. So I said, okay, well, we'll get the same thing then, and we'll just hang around. And I'm sure by the 6th inning. So are you in the same
lounge that she's in?
Well, I think you have a choice of 1 of 5, so we'll just find each other.
So it's not a specific lounge. You just
Correct.
You
there
can
are 5 different. Well, I'll find out tonight, won't I?
Well, that will be interesting.
Wander around.
But that's part of the reason why I was bugging you so much last week too, is because I know, well, you enjoy baseball, you enjoy Nathan's hot dogs, and Joey Chestnut is your favorite athlete.
He's my favorite athlete, and just to
kind of like,
know,
yeah, you should go.
It's not unlike the first time I went and saw the Patriots after they won the Super Bowl, and Tom Brady was a big deal. And the next year, I went and saw them play in Buffalo. Mm-hmm. And you get there before, and all the players are, kicking balls and throwing balls and pushing each other over and doing their funny dance stretches and all that stuff. And I looked down, and there was Tom Brady on the field. And that was the very first time I laid eyes on him outside of a television and went, I am in the same stadium that he is. Mm-hmm. And that's the way I feel about Joey Chestnut. Well,
and when you said your daughter was going and going to send you pictures and everything, I thought, well, there's no reason why you can't go and be there and have that same experience.
Yeah, so late. But I know that tomorrow, once I start to feel, I know.
It's not that far, and I get what you're saying, because yes, anything over 9:30, and I'm dead the next day.
Oh my gosh!
So yes, I understand that, but isn't it worth it? Like, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, tomorrow's just going to be the shit show train wreck. I think that's what tomorrow's going to be.
I think we've been tired before, and it'll be fine. You'll be punchy, and we will be off the rails. But that's what people like.
Is that what the show's really about?
I think that's really where we get people.
And if I have any audio of him, that will be just unbelievable.
You were joking about that out there, but yeah, if you can somehow rig up your phone as you approach him, or just without him knowing,
introduce myself about what I do, and I do a radio show, and you're my favorite athlete. Can you just say something inspirational to Charity right now? Eat the hot dog, something.
Yes. Or just say hi.
Hi,
Mark.
I'm Joey Chestnut.
If you can say my name.
Oh my gosh, and just play it. Oh, put it on.
That'll be our new liner.
Oh my gosh.
See, but again, this is why I'm so glad you're going tonight.
Right, because when it's over, and the story about this is years and years and years ago, I knew Cal Ripken was retiring. And it was his final game in Toronto. It was in September. And guys here from the radio station were going and said, you got to go. And I said, no, I'm doing the morning show. So I didn't go. That night, Cal Ripken hit the last home run of his career and stayed for 2 hours and signed everything that people brought.
Oh, Mark.
And I didn't go. And now, would I have been tired the next day? Probably, but I would have had no memory of it because I'd have something autographed on my wall from my favorite athlete of that time. So that's why, no, I have to go.
Yes.
I have to get beyond how tired I'm going to be, and I have to go.
And I get it. I'm going to be tired too.
But it'll be a good time.
It'll be fine.
So thank you for talking me into that. So that'll be part of tomorrow's show.
No, you don't have to thank me. I'm just glad you're going. Thank you for going.
Okay.
Thank you for going.
I will go.
Okay, have fun. And you know what? And the bonus is you're going to be with your kids.
I am.
So have a good time with your kids. Go do it.
And my son is 30, but there's always that little boy in him.
Exactly. And even though...
No. We're going to go on the GO train.
Yeah.
He loves trains.
Well, does it not hit you a little bit too? It still hits me. We still have to sit up top.
Oh.
And there's just something neat about it. But I get what you're saying. Even it doesn't matter. And he's still your kid. So it's Dad and Sunday.
Yeah.
So the two of you are going to have so much fun. Doesn't matter how old
do you know how excited he is?
How excited is he?
I texted him this morning. I said, I'll pick you up at 3:45 and we'll grab some food on the road. And he texted back, for what? That's how excited he is.
He'll get excited once he gets in the car.
I said, the Jays game? And he said, oh, yeah, right, for sure. That's how excited he is.
He'll be excited once he sees you pulled up there.
Sure, he will.
He will.
Yeah, when we get something to eat and he knows he's going on a train, all right, then he'll get excited. And he's looking forward to the game.
Along those same lines, something happened. Can I share this story? Because your son is 30. I kind of expect it at that age. Ben is now embarrassed by me.
He is? Wow! At 9.
At 9.
Yep, sounds about right.
It happened yesterday. I volunteered to walk with his class.
Yeah.
And I asked him first, I said, do you want me to be a part of this or would you rather? And he's like, no, you can. I said, okay. So I show up yesterday for his class. He did not acknowledge me at all.
Wow.
Didn't make eye contact. And not that I expect him to walk with me and not that I expect him to be with me, but just like a smile, a wave, something. Nope. Would not acknowledge me at all yesterday.
He would have last week. Literally something has happened in the last 7 days with him.
Yeah. Because you're right. I walked with his class 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he came right over and he and his buddy walked with me or stayed close to me. And nope, nothing yesterday.
Wow.
And it didn't, Nathan's been like that for a while.
Yep.
It didn't bother me because I had Ben.
Yeah. And now.
Ben still liked being around me.
Yep.
And now it's like, nope.
You've now lost him for the next 15 years.
Oh, thanks.
You'll get him back
no,
in about
I haven't. Because he
25.
came home. I said, really? You can't even...
Yeah.
He's like, well, I wanted to walk with my friend. I said, I know. I said, but come on. Like, just smile at your mom. I don't...
Right.
He's like, okay, I will do that. I said, do you want me to stop coming? No, but yeah.
So does he know you're one of the cool moms?
And then he
though?
cuddled with me the rest of the night.
Okay.
So he's not lost. He's just in public. He needs his space.
That's the beginning, though.
It is what it is.
That's the gateway.
So, but because Andrew's like this now, it'll come back around.
Oh, it does. No, it comes back
It'll
around.
be fine.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It was that pang of, we should have had more kids.
Yeah.
Because then it wouldn't be done yet.
I know. Then you'd have another one, right? Well, you're not too late.
Yeah. Yes,
Are
it
you?
is. It is. It is.
Right.
Yeah. No. Nope. Not going to happen, Mark.
Not going to happen. Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast. Tomorrow it's also going to be a Throwback Thursday. We owe you Duran Duran on a game of threes. So which two songs did we choose? We'll have that up for voting. And in honor of National Bucket List Day, which was earlier this week, we're asking you if you keep such a list, what would you put on it? And included on there, we're going to take a look at the top 10 items most people include, and most of them are self-improvement rather than experiences. You know, although you have done one. You have done one that's in the top 10, which is impressive.
Okay.
And so think about it, see if you can identify that tomorrow morning. Yeah, of course you do.
I do. You're going to mark one off tonight, though.
I am. Meet Joey Chestnut would be on my bucket
Your favorite
list
athlete.
of all time. Can't wait.
It's gonna be a
Join
good
us
night.
tomorrow morning, Mark and Charity Mornings on 95.5 Hits FM.